What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a nice competitive duel for you guys to check out. This one obviously is involving some of our favorite archetypes from the Duel Terminal 3. You got my personal favorite archetype from DT3 and Serteller Knights down here at the bottom. And then we have Infernoids up here at the top. I actually kind of wonder how different the NAWCQ would have been if maybe, that Grasshook Screener had never went to 1. If it was at 3, I wonder if maybe there would have been a couple of Infernoids that ended up making it into the top cut, maybe day 2, something like that. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and talk about this video. A bunch of a decent back and forth, not a ton, because you guys know Infernoids is kind of a snowbally deck by nature. It's kind of feast or famine. Hell, I mean, the word feast is on some of the cards in the archetype Void Feast. It's like either you pop off with Infernoids or you just get obliterated, and you generally don't want to let Serteller Knights go first. Obviously, you don't really have control over that, but it's one of those decks where when it goes first, it's like, oh my god, the deck can be so good before he even does anything. Like, let's just look at his board. Obviously, when you open with Deneb, you get a free copy of Altair, but then he opens with Serteller Alpha Nova as well, and he has a dimensional barrier, which honestly is not really that good against Infernoids. But if this was against like Zodiac or something that was like super extra deck based like Fluffles, or maybe even a ritual deck like Necroz, that would be pretty strong. He's got a Torrential Tribute and then a Call of the Haunted. Torrential Tribute obviously being kind of the last resort. His opponent activates, I believe that was Void Vanishment, and then he tries to summon Decatron. That ends up getting hit with that Nova. But I will have to say this, this match is not like the easiest because of what's going to happen right here. Harmonique obviously trying to activate that DD Crow effect, and had it actually resolved, it probably would have changed this duel. But obviously his opponent does have the Call to Haunted to get the Deneb, because if you cut the supply line off, if you cut the Altair off from the Deneb, basically, or excuse me, the Deneb from the Altair, the Serteller Knight deck basically just kind of freezes. But he's able to get both monsters on the field and a search. He goes into Batlamis, and then he's able to go into Trevor after attacking a couple of monsters on the board. Now, there is going to be a little bit of a comeback attempt. He goes into Devyati twice, and the second time it actually does resolve, and he's going to chain everything. Torrential Tribute, D-Barrier, Return to the Front Lines, Call of the Haunted. He's like, man, I might as well use all of these cards. It's kind of crazy. I've seen duels flip-flop like that because opponent kind of overloads their back row. Devyati gets summoned. Maybe they they'll maybe strike the effect, or they'll solemn it, and their opponent summons it again. But he's able to go into Tornado Dragon. I believe he's going to top deck a copy of Void Seer, and that's the end of the duel. Obviously, he has a copy of the Altair in his hand, so he could have just gone into even more damage, and that pretty much would have been it. But nice little fun duel. Obviously, I like having Serteller Knights on my channel, and we get to see a little bit of Infernoid action. Not the 60 card variant, because I think that that's just a thing of the past. I know that there were some 60 card decks at the NAWCQ, but I don't really think Infernoids can be one of them. What I really do think Konami needs to do, I know I'm getting off topic here, but I think Konami probably needs to put Reasoning back at 3, because I don't really think that card's all that in a bag of chips without, like, outside of Infernoids. It's just honestly not even that good. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already.